Fact, social comparison is one of the biggest predictors of low self-esteem and burnout. Studies show that when we constantly measure ourselves against others, our brain's reward system actually shuts down, making it harder to feel joy in our own progress. And here's the thing. For neurodivergent people, comparison is almost unavoidable. From the time we're young, we're lined up against norms. Norms for how to pay attention, norms for how to socialize, norms for how to learn, work, or succeed. And if you've ever sat in a classroom or workplace feeling like you're failing at invisible rules no one explained, you know exactly how exhausting that comparison game can be. But what if we stopped treating comparison as the standard? What if instead of measuring ourselves against someone else's path, we focused on progress that actually matters to us? Because here's another fact. Neurodivergent brains don't just take a different path. They often build entirely new ones. Innovation, creativity, deep focus on interests, unique problem solving. Those things don't fit neatly into comparison charts. And yet, they're the very traits that shape industries, communities, and art. So let's break this down. Point comparison fuels shame. Every time you measure your pace against someone else's highlight reel, you reinforce the story that you're behind. But behind what? There's no universal finish line. 2. Progress is not linear. Neurodivergent growth often looks like leaps and plateaus. You might feel stuck, then suddenly experience a breakthrough. That rhythm is normal. Self-worth isn't earned by sameness. The fact that your journey looks different isn't evidence of failure. It's proof of authenticity. Comparison hides strengths. When you're too busy measuring what you're not, you miss what you are, and what others often admire in you. Joy comes from alignment, not approval. Fulfillment happens when your actions line up with your values, not when they meet someone else's checklist. So how do we start stepping out of the comparison trap? Notice it. The first step is awareness. Catch yourself mid-scroll or mid-thought and name it. That's comparison. Interrupt it. Replace, "I should be like them," with, "What's meaningful to me right now?" Anchor in your values. Write down 3 things you care about most, and let those guide your progress, not someone else's timeline. Celebrate small wins. Neurodivergent journeys are often paved with quiet victories, sending the email you've avoided, trying a new coping tool, giving yourself rest. Those count. At the end of the day, comparison is like running someone else's race in shoes that don't fit. You'll only end up sore, tired, and doubting yourself. But when you step into your own lane, at your own pace, suddenly the journey feels lighter. Stop the comparison. Your neurodivergent journey doesn't need to match anyone else's to be valid. It just needs to be yours. This has been your Neurodivergent Coffee 5. 5 minutes to reset the story and reclaim your perspective.